So there are lots and lots of categories and lots of products within those categories that you get extra images for. So that could be things like, well, an obvious one is things where you get extra images for color swatches, for instance, where you get to show the color of the particular product, usually homewares and things like that, things that are going to go into settings and environments where you need to know the exact color of a particular thing. So you often get additional space on your listing for color swatches, which is cool. And then one of the things about Australia is, regulatory wise, we must comply with guidelines laid out by the government as regards to energy efficiency. And it's the same in America, it's the same in the UK, it's absolutely the same in Germany, yada, 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 yada. So, it's a place for you to put the energy rating of your product, okay? That's what it's for. Now, let me show you. So here we are on Amazon.com. There are, if you go to the website, Amazon Seller Central, and look up energy rating certificates, you'll see there are a number of different categories that you are required to show that information on. All right, now, here is, I'm going to give you the demonstration of why Amazon doesn't apply its own terms of service, and then I'm going to make a little suggestion for you if you're going into that market, which is quite nefarious and I feel horrible doing it, but I'm going to give it you anyway. So here we are. One of the things that you must have an energy rating for in America, for instance, is pool heaters. This is a pool heater, and your energy rating certificate should be in one of these images, but unfortunately it ain't. So that's pretty shit, and you know, Amazon shouldn't really let you do that, but they do. Another thing that you should have an energy rating certificate for is air conditioners, and again, unfortunately, this particular product doesn't have any, which kind of sucks. So no, nothing even on the branding there. So you know, you might want to consider that Amazon applies its terms of service in a very ad hoc way, as we've already discovered. Now, how could you use that if you were nefarious and going into that marketplace? Well, what if you know, just kind of let Amazon know that in the marketplace you're going into, suppose you want to go and sell air conditioners, I don't know if you want to go and do that, but let's suppose you do, in the market you want to go, that none of your competitors have got the guidelines up. And now if you did that, what would happen is this. Amazon would suppress all those listings until they complied with terms of service, which would give you the opportunity, of course, to usurp them in the search. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do something like that. I'm not suggesting you do something like that. You know, for me, I don't think electrical is a particularly great thing to get into to begin with. But if you are going to get into it regardless, and if it's not your first product and you've got a bit of skin, you know, a bit more fair on your back, as my dad used to say, then that's certainly something to consider. Just for something to consider, if you're wondering how you could do that and get into it. Karen Alberts, hello. Michelle, but I thought we had to stay away from electrical, Neil. Oh my God, you're making this too confusing for me. Yes, is the answer to that. It's a good idea to stay away from electrical, because oftentimes you can't compete with people who are selling electrical, because they're going to sell directly from China. So, you know, but if it is not your first product, and you've got a bit more awareness about how to do Amazon, then everything is on the table. Everything is on the table. Clothing, things like that. If you recall, what I say is, if it's your first product, there are certain things to stay away from. Clothes, for instance, things with lots of variations. Not a fantastic idea to get into those until you know what the hell you're doing. Once you know what you're doing, though, everything's fair game. Sue says, I'm not suggesting. Of course you're suggesting, Neil. Destroy their competition. Destroy their competition. Yes. All right, so little kind of ideas there. Listen, there is always a way to get rid of your competitors if you would like to. Because let me tell you, if you get very, very successful on Amazon, your business will be under attack all the time. So it's either attack or be attacked. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.